Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I have a brown rice pilaf that I'm going to make in my pressure cooker. I know there's different variations of pressure cookers out there today, and they've come a long way. In 10 years, I would say. There are hot pots or instant pots. I've heard different things, so you can probably do this recipe in any of those type of appliances. Mine I just got for Christmas and I absolutely love it, and I'm completely shocked that brown rice is so easy to make in it and super quick. So on busy nights, it literally takes me, once I have all my ingredients together, 6 minutes in the pressure cooker. There's about 3 to 4 minutes prior to that until it gets full pressure, but once it's in there, it's just awesome. So I turned on my pressure cooker, as you can see, and it's working. You can see the red dots going around and around, and I added 2 tablespoons of butter to my pressure cooker to warm it and melt it before I add the rest of my ingredients. So you want to check with your manual, see how you do that to get the pot heated to melt that butter. And that's basically what I'm doing right here. The next thing you're going to need is 1 cup of brown rice. Depending on your family size, you can modify that and do smaller or larger. And I added that to the pressure cooker and gave it a great stir to coat it with that melted butter to make it more delicious. The next thing you're going to do in your pressure cooker is add the rest of your ingredients. I love to use vegetable broth in my pressure cooker, so you are going to need about 2 cups of vegetable broth, or water is completely fine, and give it a good stir. And then I add fresh thyme in my pressure cooker. I just throw the sprigs right in there to make my life a lot easier. And I add 1 bay leaf. A little tricky here to do it with one hand. I'm kind of adjusting the camera so you can get a better view here. I throw that in there. Here we go. Much better view. Give it a good stir. And then I'm going to add just a few more ingredients. Some salt and pepper. I love using fresh ground pepper. It's just wonderful. Very yummy. Everything is better with salt and pepper, I believe. And I'm going to use my Himalayan sea salt, which is just wonderful. It's better than table salt, so I highly recommend looking into this Himalayan sea salt. Any sea salt's wonderful, but Himalayan just is a little bit better. I give that a good stir. And that is it. I give a quick cleanup, super easy. As you can see, I'm literally filming this real time, so it took less time. I'm going to remove my spoon from my pressure cooker. I'm giving you a little closer look to the mixture in here. And you always want to do like a 1-to-2 ratio with your rice and water / vegetable broth. I put the lid on, make sure it's in the lock position. This is essential. You don't want anything blowing up here. And then you'll have your pressure release valve. See, lock right there. And your pressure release valve, which is right here, you want to make sure that's completely closed and not teetering out any way. Hit the cancel button and then go ahead and hit your rice, see, cancel, and your rice risotto button. 6 minutes, there you go. So we're going to wait and see how this looks. We're at 5 right there, and there's Rosie and Thor. They smell it. It just smells wonderful. And I'm going to go ahead and release the pressure. You can't see because my big elbow apparently is in the way. And let all the steam release before you open up the lid. Very important. Very, very important. And that's what I'm doing right there. I released it to open so all the steam can come out. And I wait to the very, very end when there's not 1 trace of steam at all coming out of the pressure cooker. And you can see that if you look closely, there's a few little bits of steam. And you can go ahead and prepare the rest of the things while this is going on if you don't want to stand over it. Then I go ahead and unlock the lid. It's quite hot, so be very careful. And I give it a good stir, kind of fluff it. You can do this with the fork. I go ahead and remove the bay leaf. You don't want a bay leaf in your rice. And I remove any of the thyme sprigs. Most of the thyme came off in it and gave a nice flavoring to the rice in the pressure cooker. But you want to remove any of that out of the pressure cooker. So yes, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in a large bowl, and we're ready to rock and eat this for dinner tonight. Just very yummy. I love having rice in the fridge. It makes for a quick, easy side. And I'm going to go ahead and scoop it into this bowl, and let's give it a look. Here we go. And this is it's very flavorful, but it will be a little like a little of the broth will be left, but as it sits, the broth kind of absorbs into the rice, and it makes it doesn't dry it out at all, which is what I like. This is way better than making on a stove, to be honest with you. There's a sprig. Get that sprig out of there, and just wonderful. I enjoyed this pressure cooker, and if you enjoy seeing more pressure cooker recipes, let me know in the comments below. And remember to give this video a thumbs up.